2020, 3 years ago, predicting what the globalists would do, which they're preparing to do again. We've got major breaking exclusive intel. But first, here's the club. This is the end of everything. It's never coming back. The prosperity's never coming back. It's all over. And they're going to, by increments, put the pressure on, get you to give up more rights, and then they'll take a little pressure off. And then they'll tell you, give up more rights, and then pressure will be taken off. But then always it'll be put back on even tighter. That's the psychology of this takeover. So they're going to hit us with different waves of bio-attack over the years, locking us down tighter each time. And they're also going to squeeze us through the educational system. Our jobs are going to tighten down the restrictions, loosen them by the summer, and then release new strains immediately that aren't even as bad as the current strain. They'll say they're worse, fearmonger, and then clamp down even stronger. Emergency broadcasts on this Friday, August 18th, 2023. Federal officials raise alarm that the Biden administration is preparing new rollout of COVID restrictions. Let's read the article right now. Exclusive. Biden administration preparing to bring back full COVID restrictions. Rollout to begin mid-September. TSA and Border Patrol whistleblowers have alerted InfoWars of a Biden administration plot to unleash a full COVID lockdown that will only begin with an incremental rollout in September. I wrote that. We probably change it to lockdown that will start with an incremental rollout in September. We can't stop this. Never let the establishment control the masses with fear again. Whistleblowers from TSA and Border Patrol have raised the alarm to InfoWars that the Biden administration is setting the stage for full COVID lockdowns that will begin with incremental restrictions like masking TSA employees in mid-September. The first source, a high-level TSA official, confirmed and also known to InfoWars, reached out to InfoWars and cited a Tuesday meeting in which TSA managers were told new memorandum policies were being completed that would implement masking, starting with the TSA and airport employees as early as mid-September. After hearing from the TSA manager, InfoWars reached out to our trusted Border Patrol sources, one of which is also a manager. This source confirmed the same directives were being given to Border Patrol. They were told it's not a matter of if, but when official COVID numbers will go back up, because they control the PCR test, and they expect by mid-October to return to forced masking policies that the Biden administration previously only reluctantly ended after mass pressure. And again, I wrote this with one of the writers right before the show. I'm going to read the rest of it, but now that I'm reading it here on air, this is a rush this morning. We'd add the point that in mid-September, they're being told TSA wears masks again, and airport employees. And then by mid-October, they go back to the pilots, the stewardesses, the flight attendants, and everyone at the airport, everyone on the planes. Mandatory mask. So that's the key here. And then it just continues after that. Both whistleblowers were told this rollout will be in tandem with the new COVID variant hysteria that MSM has been reporting on this week. InfoWars analysis is clear. This new rollout timing is perfect for the embattled Biden administration to put the country back in a state of civil emergency / martial law, and to further divide and confuse the public and move forward in the greatest election meddling we've seen in history. Many times Alex Jones has warned that the system will bring back biomedical tyranny, and the launch of this new crisis in September will allow a buildup of control that would allow the use of mail-in ballots for the next presidential election that was critical in Biden's stealing the election. We now know that COVID lockdowns were an international psychological warfare operation run by the psychological warfare agencies of the Administration of Defense and the Pentagon. We're adding all that because we ran out of time before the show. We're adding more to the article right now. Countries worldwide implemented fear campaigns for political purposes and to push experimental shots. But this time around, the mass masses have awakened to the globalist playbook of conquest and may not be as receptive to MSM hysteria. Simply put, the deep state is getting desperate, is behaving like a cornered animal. We're breaking it all down right now, so we'll add the key point, though, that I forgot to get in there. That mass for the TSA and airport employees, middle of September. They told them by next week they're going to get the actual guidelines and rules. And by mid-October, everyone wears them. And obviously the Border Patrol and the TSA are like, the managers are like, well, how do you know? They're like, it's going to happen. Then they'll start the banning of public events, and it'll start voluntarily. Oh, the rock concerts are closed, and remember how it happened last time? Big Tech did it, and Google closed its offices. You're going to see a repeat of that, and then by the late winter, I would estimate, because they didn't go any further, but we know how to track their trajectory. This is no speculation. It'll be the horses running over people in Germany, and people getting shot with rubber bullets, and LRAD, sound weapons in Australia. And, oh, but don't worry, you're all going to get a check, and the central banks are going to print more money and just stay at home, and limited menus and QR codes to buy and sell, and everybody from Panera Bread to full paycheck, Whole Foods, are putting in hand scanners to buy and sell. It's here. This is round 2. They've told the feds it's happening. But that is all just one part of the equation. The PCR testing, the lines to get the shots. The bigger issue is we are seeing massive increase in death from the shots. And now they're saying, no, not the shots. COVID's causing all the heart attacks. So let's play just a short little clip here of Biden as candidate and president saying, take the shot, you're protected, and you can't spread it. And then the Prime Minister of New Zealand also saying the same thing. I mean, I could play the Italian leader saying, the German leader saying, but because it's all a global script run by the UN, by the Rockefeller Foundation, Operation Lockstep Event 201. By the way, when I say these words, it doesn't sound fancy and smart. Write them down, look them up. Look up Event 201, look up Operation Lockstep, look up SPARS 2025-2028. Look up these documents. Look them up on Infowars.com, band video. Look them up everywhere. Learn. Because the banking system is coming in to the end of its cycle. It's bringing in a new cashless society. They need it for full control. They need you to submit to it. And they lied to you about therapeutics. They lied to you about the shots working. They lied to you about the PCR test. They lied to you about everything. Here it is.
The various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah.
But for most Americans, one COVID shot each year will be all they need. And if you get it, you're protected. And if you don't, you're putting yourself and other people on unnecessary risk. The shot is free.
It just means that they won't get sick and they won't die. That's what the vaccine is for.
I have a whole compilation here, but I don't want to subject you to Biden blaming the unvaccinated for illnesses in the last 2.5 years, which we now know isn't true. But I want to not subject you to that. We already know what they did to us. This audience is informed. Are we going to sit here and let them do this to us again? We need civil disobedience. We need people protesting now. Don't wait till they roll this out. Say, we don't want new lockdowns. We want prosecution of Fauci. There's lawsuits against Peter Daszak and the Eagle Health Alliance that cooked up the virus in Wuhan. We need to get more on the offense and let them know that we're aware of what they've done. Because as sure as the sun came up this morning, they want lockdowns into next year to have mail-in ballots again to steal the